Hi, everybody. This is Samara Grace Daniels saying hello on this hot summer day, July 7th of 2021. And I know for many people right now, there's challenge after challenge after challenge. And the hardest thing, I think, is to find peace and our center from which we can then, respond or make decisions in whatever capacity is important. I'm a spiritual teacher, Reiki master teacher, founder and creator of White Star Reiki, and longtime lady on the path. One of the things that has been most honoring and joyful for me is that I'm a channel for Mother Mary, along with some of the other masters. And so today she wanted to speak to any and all of you that are kind of floundering and perhaps give you something to think about. I also want to say that as a channel, as there are many out there, if something resonates with you and feels right and feels loving in your heart, bring it in. And if for any reason what I share, or frankly what anyone shares, that feels unnerving and upsetting and disjointed, don't take it in. Don't take it in. We are meant to live lives of peace and balance. We are meant to be as joyful as we can. And truly, we are meant to share love. And so I want to just take a moment and I'll close my eyes and you'll hear Mother Mary come in. But if you ever want to reach me, I have a website at samaragrace.com. That's SAMARAHGRACE.com. And I love to hear from you. I also have an email, samaragrace1111@gmail.com. So on this 7/7, I'm here in hot, Arizona. Let's just take a moment, take a breath, and see if we can find a place of peace. And so here's Mother Mary's message from me, my heart, to yours. Well, so hello, beloved family. And I think what I want to tell you today is that you don't yet fully understand the nature of power. You certainly have experienced power over you. Certainly, there have been dominating forces in your life. There are also agreements, let's stop at red lights and all of that. But what is spiritual power? And how does one harness it? And how does one utilize it in the world today? Well, the first thing to understand is that you didn't get left out. You have every bit as much power as anyone else in terms of your own energy, your own thoughts, your own beliefs, and your own creations. And so for today, I'm inviting you on 7/7/21 to take a breath and say, you know what? I now choose to reclaim the power of my heart, the power of my choices, the power to be, the power to live, the power to love, and most of all, the power to find my way and navigate in all the difficulties that might be presented in your life right now. Power is not a negative, and frankly, it's not even a positive. It's a force. And so when you open to that force, the next part of this is, so what will I do with it? What will I do with my power? Will I become an Olympic athlete, which means taking my power and really focusing on whatever sport I'm excited about and spending the time and the energy to move and train my body in such a way that I can achieve one of the highest standards for athletes in the world, which is to go to the Olympics and perhaps to win a medal. For those of you for whom that is not what is calling you, think about the power of your mind. What could you invent? What could you write? What could you say? How would you speak? Could you create a movie? Could you create a book? Could you create a website and a blog talk or whatever you want to do? How can you use your mind to envision a life in a world that really welcomes you and everyone and feels amazing? Perhaps that's also not something that calls to you. Perhaps you have a heart of compassion and you want to take all that power of your heart and bring it back out, whether that's to be a wonderful mother or father, whether that's to be a guardian, whether that's to be a foster family in some capacity, whether that's to love your animals and save them from extinction in some cases. So power in and of itself is simply the force of your energy directed in whatever way you're directing it. But if you're not awakening it to it, if you're not utilizing it, then you become powerless in your own view. You feel overpowered by situations and people and difficulties. And so my heartfelt desire for you is for you to come back into a place of personal, joyous, loving power, to connect with your source, whether it's your angels, your higher self, God, Mother Mary, or simply the universe. Connect with the energy of love, with the capacity that is far greater than what you have been utilizing, and just take a step. I choose to write a post on Facebook that is positive. I choose to go volunteer for an hour at the homeless shelter, or at the animal shelter, or at hospice. I choose to imagine and begin to draw or write or speak about how I'd like this world to be. And I will be a messenger in that capacity. You have the power. Don't abdicate. Don't sit as a victim or in apathy saying, well, just, who am I? What could I do? That is not productive. And it's also really a slap in the face to all that you are, to all that you came to share and be. And so what I would ask of you, all of you, is to just take a moment and say, I choose to align with the power of my love, of my mind, of my creative capacity. I choose to feel it. I choose to see it. I choose to be it. And from that place, take the next step, whatever it might be for you. This world is full of chaos and change right now. But that also, according to the old Chinese proverb, is full of opportunity. So don't stand on the sidelines or sit in the dark, afraid of what's out there. Align with your power. Align with your love. Align with your choice. Come, come, come. It can be a wonderful life. And we're waiting. And we are with you. Much love. Much love. Namaste. Well, this is Samara, and I'm back. And as always, I hope that message resonated with you. I know for me, mastering enough of technology to be able to get on Zoom and Facebook and all of that certainly still occupies some of my energy. But I absolutely believe in everything Mother Mary said, that this is a time for each of us to take back the power that is ours, the power of love, the power of creation, the power of choice. So wishing you all a wonderful day. SamaraGrace.com, SamaraGrace1111@gmail.com. I do private sessions. I teach White Star Reiki, and I would love to hear from you if any of that is of interest to you. Meanwhile, take back your power. Choose to be an amazing warrior of the light, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.